Hi, everybody, and welcome to Evolve Love. I am your host, Amanda, and I am so happy that you have found this podcast. Are you looking for daily inspiration, motivation, and wisdom to help you begin your day feeling supported and uplifted with love? Well, you have come to the right place. This podcast is a space of encouragement where you can be held in your self-development because in order to evolve, you need love, and it begins here with you. Now, let's get into today's episode. Hi, everybody, and happy Wednesday. I am so excited for today's episode. It is our card pull day, and in honor of our 100th episode on Thursday, I wanted to pick from the first two decks I've ever owned. So this is going to be a 2-card episode, and also today I am celebrating with you all with my first Evolve Love Space Zoom class. And if you wanted to get that class but weren't able to attend, make sure to sign up at the link in my bio and in the show notes here, because I will send the replay over to you. And if you're curious about what the class is going to be about and what the details are, check out my Instagram for the reels, because there's going to be a reel all about it there. So that's @_Evolve Love. All right, let's get into the messages for today. So the first two decks I've ever owned was The Universe Has Your Back, which was a compliment to the Gabby Bernstein book, and my best friend gifted me that, and it was just like so special. It was like definitely my introduction into decks, and I love it. I don't know, like if you've seen that deck before, it just has beautiful artwork to it too, like even down to like the text and how like the writing is on each card. It's different. It's not the same. It's unique. It's really beautiful. And it's kind of more like maybe like an affirmations or an energy type of deck. It doesn't have a guidebook, but beautiful messages, like just when you need it, a little quote, for the day. And then the other deck that I got very early on was the Rose Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. And I've always felt really drawn to this deck because it just has this beautiful feminine energy. And it is rooted in something that I can't really understand why I feel so connected to, but I do. So it's one of those things that really called to me, and I just loved it so much. So in celebration of our 100th episode on Thursday, I wanted to take this time to use these decks. So the cards that we got. So the first card from the Universe deck, is I always trust the direction of the universe to know I am being guided. And this is so beautiful because after I pulled this card, I kind of felt like, okay, the universe is directing me towards what I need to know and like how I'm being guided. So whatever card I pulled with the Rose Oracle felt like that's what it was. Like it was basically saying like, trust that this message is from the universe. And so the message, which is so beautiful considering our theme this week, is we are nature. And the common themes of this is grounded, embodiment, living in connection. And what I love about this card, and I think it's so funny because I used the Rose Oracle before, 2 times for different episodes here. And one of the cards that we got was Plant Yourself Here, which is a beautiful card. And the other one that we got was the Bloom, which is like such a celebration card. And now here we are with We Are Nature. They all feel very connected, even across the time spans that I've used them. And, with this particular deck. But what I loved about the We Are Nature card coming out is that on Monday, I gave us the specific task to visualize ourselves as a boulder. And what is our boulder going to do as the river rages around us? Because we are heading into this full moon lunar eclipse, a partial lunar eclipse in Pisces on Friday. And we are trying to find the foothold, find what we can grab onto, or are we just going to float down this river? Are we going to lazy river style it? Like, what are we going to do here? So this card is such a beautiful reminder. And I also love this card because so much of my body, mind, soul class that I am integrating into the Evolve Love space, it's an intuitive guided class for movement, for journaling, for meditation. And when the word embodiment came up, it's because we are really taking these practices, taking these messages, taking this inner wisdom, and we are moving it through the body. We are feeling it. We are living it. We are breathing it. And I felt like what a beautiful thing to have as an energy for our first class experience. Now, I do go live in the Evolve Love space on the Facebook group for just like various things here and there, which has always felt really supportive. But I consider those just kind of like live sessions versus the class experience. So a little different, but very similar. But anyways, with this We Are Nature card, the whole feeling around it and connection to the universe card that we got is that we are being guided back to the natural world. And I feel like this is happening so much too, just like in the world in general right now, not even just for like our individual selves, but so many of us are being called back to nature. So many of us are being like, screens off. I want to stop scrolling. I want to turn my screens off. I want to be outside. I want to experience, the sounds of the birds and the wind instead of like constantly having someone or something talking to me or in my ear or whatever. So many of us are being called in this way to nature. And the thing that is so interesting about this is it should not be difficult. It should not be hard. Or it should not be a big show because, like the card said, we are nature. And we forget that. We think like we are outside of nature. I'm even going to say this. We think that we are special or higher than nature at times. But we really, though we may have like a different level of intelligence, we are nature and it is a part of us and we are a part of it. So when we make this big show of like how to ground, how to practice, how to flow, how to do this, how to do that, how to live with the seasons and how to, live with the cycles and things like that, it doesn't have to be hard. We make it sometimes way harder than it needs to be. Even just to ground yourself. Like we feel like, oh, like how do we do this? How do we practice this? How do we make this an action for ourselves? And I'm going to tell you, I'm the same way. I'm right there with you on this because this is a part of my daily life. But you are made of the same elements. We are nature. Nature is us and we are a part of nature. So it's like so important to remind ourselves of this. We are one. We are all one. There is this oneness and there is no specific hierarchy. I mean, yeah, maybe when you think of wild situations and you think of predator and prey and you do think of those or the chain of, what do you call that? The chain of, the chain here. I'm trying to think of what it is. But really, when it comes down to it, we're all made of the same matter. So why do we feel like we can't reconnect in that way to the nature? Why do we make it so hard? So, things, especially this time of year, is that the season is changing for some of us. Though it might not officially change until September, we might start feeling cooler nights. We might start seeing leaves changing. And with this, we feel the effects of that. And you might even feel it, like I said it the other day, I felt it in my bones, even before I looked at the calendar. Your body might signal this to you too. And what is so really unique about the body in this concept is when you really think about it, your body is your home. You can live in a house, you can live in different things, different places, different shelters, but you live within your body. And when we think of now our body in relation to nature, we live with and within nature. And it's really important for us to remember this, I think, because this is also going to be that force of what our boulder is going to do. And on a given day, our boulder might do multiple things. And if you're like, wait, what is the boulder? Check out the Monday episode because I explain it a little bit further there. But it really shifts and changes based on what your needs are in a given day, the way that you feel in a given day, and the emotions that that are rushing around you. So I have a few journal entries, the journal prompts here that I wanted to recommend you today for our Mercury planet energy to really connect on these thoughts and to start diving deeper into them. So I will include these in the show notes, so in case you're driving, but I'll repeat the questions 2 times here. So if you are listening in real time and you want a paper and pen, go ahead and get that ready. And here we go. So the first entry, the first prompt is, where am I disconnected from nature? Where am I disconnected from nature? And the second journal prompt is, what practices or things can I do more of in nature? What practices or things can I do more of in nature? So it is my hope that these journal prompts will also help to remind you of where you are nature, of where we all are nature. And what is so beautiful about this, as the cards and topics that we talked about today, is just how we are so connected with the different cycles, seasons, zodiac elements, and all of that. And with the eclipse coming up on Friday, this is just such a beautiful reminder that though it is major, we are also a part of the nature that is the eclipse. And it is affecting our energies. And that is why, too, we are connected, we are one, we are affected. So remind yourself of this and help that be something that helps you to surrender a little bit more, to trust a little bit more, to ground a little more, to embody, just as these cards guided us to today. I always trust the direction of the universe and know I'm being guided. So I'm so grateful to you all for being here. Make sure you're following me over on @_Evolve Love on Instagram. And if you'd like to join the Evolve Love space, the Facebook group link is here in the show notes or in my bio on Instagram. I am so looking forward to celebrating tomorrow with you, the 100th episode. And I'm so looking forward to seeing you in class today. All right, everybody, have a beautiful day.